The Red Sea, a vital artery of global trade, faces a new reality. The Houthi movement, controlling much of Yemen, has emerged as a significant maritime threat. This Shiite Muslim group, backed by Iran, has repeatedly targeted commercial vessels. Their actions have disrupted shipping lanes and raised alarms about the future of maritime security. The Houthis have been engaged in a protracted civil war in Yemen since 2014. Their control over Yemen's coastline has given them a strategic advantage. They have exploited this advantage to launch attacks on ships using sophisticated weaponry like anti-ship missiles and explosive-laden drones. These actions have brought international condemnation but have also exposed vulnerabilities in global shipping lanes. The Red Sea connects Asia to Europe, making it a crucial route for global trade. Any disruption to this maritime route has ripple effects across the world. The potential economic consequences are significant and far-reaching, impacting supply chains, insurance premiums, and global trade flows. As the situation evolves, the need for a comprehensive and coordinated response becomes increasingly urgent. The Houthi threat in the Red Sea is not isolated. It is intertwined with the complex geopolitical landscape of the Middle East, particularly the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Recent threats from Abdul Malik al-Houthi, the group's leader, highlight this dangerous nexus. Al-Houthi has vowed to resume attacks on Israeli interests if hostilities resume in Gaza. The Houthis have demonstrated their reach and capabilities in the past. They have targeted Israeli-linked ships and infrastructure, escalating tensions in the region. Their alignment with Iran, a staunch opponent of Israel, further complicates the situation. The Houthis' involvement adds another layer of complexity and volatility. Their actions threaten to widen the conflict, drawing in external actors and further destabilizing the region. Any resolution to the conflict must address the Houthi threat and their role in regional instability. The Houthi threat has cast a long shadow over Red Sea shipping, disrupting global trade flows and creating uncertainty in the maritime industry. Since July 2024, their attacks on commercial vessels have forced shipping companies to make difficult choices. Many have opted to reroute their vessels around the southern tip of Africa, adding significant time and cost to their journeys. Container rates have skyrocketed, with prices increasing from $1,600 to over $5,000 per container. Insurance premiums for ships traversing the Red Sea have also soared, reflecting the heightened risk. This increase in costs has rippled throughout the global economy, contributing to inflation and supply chain disruptions. The Suez Canal, a vital waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, has also felt the impact. The threat of Houthi attacks has led to a decrease in traffic through the canal. Shipping companies are wary of the risks associated with this strategically important waterway, opting for longer but potentially safer routes. The disruption to Red Sea shipping has highlighted the vulnerability of global trade routes. The Houthi attacks on Red Sea shipping have far-reaching economic consequences. Disruptions impact consumers, businesses, and governments globally. Increased costs from rerouting and delays contribute to global inflation. Shortages of essential goods and increased business costs result. Addressing the conflict in Yemen is crucial for global economic stability. The escalating Houthi threat in the Red Sea has prompted a response from Western navies, seeking to protect vital shipping lanes and deter further attacks. The United States, Britain, and European nations have deployed warships to the region, increasing their naval presence and conducting patrols to safeguard commercial vessels. These naval efforts have focused on a two-pronged approach. First, intercepting and neutralizing Houthi threats at sea, such as explosive-laden drones and missile attacks. Second, conducting targeted strikes against Houthi infrastructure and capabilities ashore, aiming to degrade their ability to launch attacks. However, despite these efforts, the Houthi threat persists. The vastness of the Red Sea and the Houthis' ability to adapt and utilize asymmetric tactics pose significant challenges for naval forces. The constant threat of attack places a strain on naval resources, requiring a sustained and costly deployment to maintain a credible deterrent. While naval forces can play a crucial role in mitigating the immediate threat, a lasting solution requires addressing the root causes of the conflict in Yemen. and finding a political settlement. The Suez Canal, a 120-mile waterway connecting the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, is vital for global trade. The Houthi threat casts a shadow over this crucial route, turning it into a geopolitical flashpoint. An attack on a vessel here would have catastrophic consequences for global trade. The canal handles 12% of global trade. Its closure would disrupt supply chains and surge costs. The 2021 Ever Given blockage highlighted the canal's fragility. Ensuring its security requires international cooperation to resolve the Yemen conflict. The Houthi threat in the Red Sea presents a complex and evolving challenge with far-reaching strategic implications. It underscores the vulnerability of global shipping lanes and the potential for regional conflicts to disrupt global trade. As the situation continues to unfold, several key considerations come to the forefront. First, the need for a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to address the root causes of the conflict in Yemen. Military solutions alone are insufficient. Diplomatic efforts aimed at achieving a ceasefire, facilitating dialogue between warring parties, and addressing the humanitarian crisis are crucial for achieving a lasting solution. The Houthi threat is not a regional issue but a global concern. It requires a coordinated response from the international community, including joint naval patrols, intelligence sharing, and diplomatic pressure on all parties involved. The Houthi threat highlights the evolving nature of maritime threats and the need for new technologies and strategies to counter them. Addressing this threat requires a collective effort, guided by diplomacy, cooperation, and a commitment to finding peaceful solutions to complex conflicts.